Hey everyone, we are back at the finals, the championship. We're ready to go. Who's gonna win it? Is it gonna be the Scoocher? Is it gonna be the romantic? Is it gonna be the magician? Who knows? I just named off 3 that I remembered off the top of my head. Let's get down to the table and see who wins the Frozen Gamers Magical Athlete Tournament. Let's go. Welcome to the Magical Athlete Championship Finals. Magical Athlete. Woohoo! We are on the Wild Wilds. The stars don't mean anything because we're just doing speed in this tournament, but you can trip and you can go forward or backward spots. In our finals, we got starting first is the Magician. They can reroll up to twice. Second is the Third Wheel. They can, if there's 2 people together on a board, they can warp there before they roll. Then third, we got the Skipper, who, if anyone rolls a 1, it goes right back to the Skipper's turn. Then we got the Scoocher. Every time someone uses their power, they get to move 1. Then we got the Heckler. If anyone starts within 1 or 2 spots of their first turn, the Heckler gets to move 2. And then last, we got the Romantic. If any 2 people are together, they get to move 2. So here we go, ready to start the championship, and we're going to start off with the Magician, who can reroll up to twice. That's a 5. That will land them on trip. They don't want that, so they're going to reroll. That allows Scoocher to move 1. That's a 4. That's a much better roll for the Magician. Third Wheel's ability does not go off, so they just roll. They get a 4, which lands them on the same space as the Magician, which then allows the Romantic to go 2 spots. Then it is the Skipper's turn. The Skipper rolls a 1. Which puts them there, which allows Heckler to go off 1, 2, because someone landed within 1 spot of where they started. Because the Heckler went off, the Scoocher moves 1. I believe that's the Scoocher going 1 at the same time as they would go 2. I think that's correct. So now the Skipper gets to go again, though, which moves the Scoocher 1. And the Skipper gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they trip, and we're gonna put the tripped ones upright. So then Scoocher goes. There gets a 1 and a 2. Then the Heckler goes. They get a 1, which then gets to make them go 2 more because it was 1 of their starting spot. 1, 2. That makes the Scoocher move 1 forward, and then 3 for the arrow, 1, 2, 3. But then there's a pair here, so the Romantic gets to go 2, 1, 2, which then allows the Scoocher to go 1, and then 1 more. But then we rolled a 1, so now it's the Skipper's turn, which moves the Scoocher 1 more. And the Scoocher is dominating. The Skipper was tripped, and it just untrips, which then moves the Heckler up 1, 2, which moves them 3 more, 1, 2, 3. And because the Heckler's ability went off, the Scoocher goes. And now we're on Scoocher's turn. I had to think there for a minute whose turn we were actually on. Scoocher gets to go 3. I'm going to leave that in so I don't forget. 1, 2, 3, and they trip. So now we are back to the Heckler. Heckler doesn't roll because they're tripped, so they untrip. Because they untripped, that moves the Heckler 2. 1, 2. Because their ability went off, the Scoocher moves 1. That makes the Romantic go, or it's the Romantic's turn. And they get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which puts them at a 1, which makes them go 2, 1, 2, which makes the Scoocher go 1. Now we got the Magician. Oh man, that's really bad. They don't want to keep re-rolling because the Scoocher gets to keep going, but they do re-roll. And they get a 2. They're just going to take the 2. That leaves the Third Wheel not able to be a Third Wheel, and they roll. They get a 2, which then allows their ability, 1, 2, the Romantic to go, which then moves the Scoocher up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. They stopped on the same space as the Heckler, which then makes the Scoocher go again. Then they go 1, 2. Or they go 2 forward. That made the Scoocher go again. So So that was the third wheel's turn. Now it is the skipper's turn. I don't think we've rolled a 1 yet. Skipper gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoocher's turn. They go down. Untrip, which makes the Heckler go 2. Which makes the Scoocher go 1. And then 2. Which then makes the Romantic go 2. Then back 4. Which makes the Scoocher go 1 and trip. So that was the Scoocher's turn. That craziness. Now it's the Heckler's turn. Heckler gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing crazy happens there. Then the Romantic gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They end up on the same spot here. So that allows them to go 1, 2, which moves the Scoocher up 1. Next up is the Magician, who keeps rolling poorly, but they don't want that Scoocher to get an automatic win here, so they just take the 2. Then the third wheel goes. They have no one to third wheel with, and they get a 2 here, which goes 1, 2, which makes the Romantic go 1, 2, which makes the Scoocher go 1. But now it's the Romantic's turn, and they go 1, 2, and they're in that infinite loop again. The Scoocher is done. So Scoocher is our champion, but let's finish and see where everyone else comes in this race. So next up is the Magician. They don't have to worry about the Scoocher anymore, but they get a good roll with a 4. They'll take it. Then we got the third wheel. Jumps all the way up here. They're going to try to go for second. And they get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we got the Skipper. You have not been rolling ones this game. They get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they trip. Then we get the Heckler, who gets a 3. Let's move the Heckler back. 1, 2, 3. Let's move them back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the Skipper's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they trip. Then the Heckler goes 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom, which moves them here and then back. And now it is the Romantic's turn. The Romantic gets a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They get over all the hard, crazy stuff. The Magician gets a 4. They don't like that because that's going to send them back 4, so they are going to re-roll. They get a 3. They're going to try to get a 5 or a 5 trips them. I think they're going to take the 3. Then we got a third wheel. No one to third wheel with. They get a 1. And they trip. Oh no, the third wheel made that huge move and then they just tripped. Then we got the Skipper. Oh, that goes to the Skipper's turn anyways, because they rolled a 1 and tripped. But before that happens, the Heckler gets to move 2. 1, 2, because they only moved 1. Then, because they ended up on the same space, 1, 2 for the Romantic. Then it goes back to the Skipper's turn. They untrip, which moves the Heckler up 1, 2, which moves the Romantic into second place. So after the Skipper, we go back to the Heckler. It's the Heckler's turn, and they're going to finish in third place with a 2. After the Heckler goes, it's the Romantic who's already finished, so now we are just with these 3 left. So we go to the Magician. They get a 2. They're going to re-roll because they don't want to trip. They get another 2, they're going to use their last re-roll. They get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have the third wheel. That roll doesn't matter because they just untrip. And then we got the Skipper. That's very cockeyed. We will re-roll. That's a 4. Boom. Then we get the Magician. That's a 4. That would send them right back, so they're going to use their first re-roll. That's a 6, which would make them trip. So they will re-roll again, and they get a 6 again. And they are right here and trip. Then we go to the third wheel. No one to third wheel with. That is very cockeyed. We will re-roll that. Third wheel gets a 4 and comes in 4th place. That's who I wanted to win. I wanted to see the third wheel win. Didn't happen. Now we get the Skipper goes. They get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Back 2. Then Magician just untrips. And the Skipper goes again. Skipper gets a 4, which moves them on the same spot as the Magician. They trip. Then the Magician goes and gets a 5 Doesn't need to reroll. Comes in 5th place. 6th place goes to the skipper. And that is it. So in 6th place is our skipper with the salty dog ability. In 5th place, we'll line them up kind of here. Can we do this? Will it look nice? Nope, I don't think it's gonna work. In 5th place is the magician with the poof ability. Let's do this. Does this look nice? Yeah, there we go. In 4th place with the, what ability is this called? With the roll through ability is the third wheel. Didn't come in 3rd, came in 4th. In 3rd place, getting the bronze medal in this tournament. I'm still stuck on the Winter Olympics. In 3rd place is the Heckler with the Schadenfreude ability. In 2nd place with the love ability is the romantic. And in 1st place with the scooch ability is the Scoocher. The Scoocher and the romantic in this tournament really played well off of each other. Their abilities just kept going and really pushing those two to the front. Were they in all 3 races together? I don't remember, but at least in the 2 that I think they were in, at least 2 together. Definitely in the finals, that propelled them to the front and helped them win the game. Our champion, Scoocher. Maybe the cutest one in Magical Athlete.